Hello angels, welcome to another video. I am so excited for this video, but I know it's very non-traditional on this channel. I made my first vision board in 2025 and I'm happy to report that it was a success, or at least I think it's a success. You can be the judge of it, and I just thought, why don't I show people that don't know how to do one to do one? And I don't know if everyone does it. Maybe I was the last one to do it, but I know people have been doing vision boards for a long time. I just never got to it. And when I did, and now that I look back, it's very empowering to look at what you made at the beginning of the year, and now that we're at the end of the year, you're just able to see how much you've grown from the person you were, and that's a win for me. And I think it just really helps your ego to go into next year just having that same mindset of, yes, I will be able to achieve what I want in this coming year, which is 2026. I'm so excited. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to structure this video into 3 parts. I will first cover my vision board and what I had on my vision board. The second part's going to be a mixture of what I achieved from my vision board and kind of the plan that I have for next year. And then the third part's going to be how I usually like to make my vision board. So if there's any parts you want to skip, go right ahead. I will put the time thingies below in the description. I forgot what they're called. Timestamps. Timestamps below. So let's get started. Starting off with my vision board. My vision board. I have it as my lock screen. I've seen people do different things. I know people who have it printed, stick like the pictures on like a large canvas or like a paper. What are those called? Like cardboard papers, and then stick it on the wall in front of your bed, so that's what you're waking up to. If you don't want to set it as your lock screen, I've seen people have it on top of their vanity in their bathroom, or anywhere, honestly, as like a bookmark, anything like that, just to remind yourself what your goals are for the next year. I chose to have it as my wallpaper. I made it pretty aesthetic, so you can't even tell. I will put a photo of it on like one of these sides. Maybe I should move to the side here, but I'll put a photo of it here just so you guys can see what it looks like. But I'm just going to look at the photos here and then talk to you guys about what each photo meant for me. Starting off with our picture on the far left corner, it's just a bunch of people sitting in front of a lake having pizza. It signified relationships for me in my life with my friends, my family, and all of that, and I just wanted to build stronger relationships in 2025. The second picture is an airplane. The airplane just is a sign of traveling. I did know that I wanted to travel in 2025, but I did not have any plans, and I just wanted to make sure I went somewhere in 2025, and that's what the airplane stands for. The next picture there is a DJI camera, which I really wanted to buy. I researched about DJIs in maybe September or August when they started getting like really popular, and I've wanted one ever since, and I was really determined to get one in 2025. Right next to that, you can see a bunch of boxes. They're PR boxes. I really wanted to focus on social media when 2025 started, and I feel like it's something I do every year. I really have the urge or want to make my social media presence a lot stronger, and the PR boxes just meant I wanted to get better at it. Next, right under the little like family relationship photo, we have a salad bowl with eggs and cucumber, avocado, blah blah blah. That basically just meant I wanted to fix my diet, and I don't mean like I'm cutting, none of that. I just wanted to eat cleaner and find myself a better understanding of food and how food worked for me and just build a better relationship with food. Right next to that, you see like an engagement, like photo. That basically just meant I wanted to like work on my relationship, like make that stronger, like just, I don't know, connect better. Next one, money. We all know why money's there. I wanted to make more money in 2025. I also wanted to deal with money better in 2025. That's why we have the money. Money's always going to be there. Right under the money, you guys can see a YouTube plaque. Barely. The YouTube plaque wasn't there so that I could hit 100,000, 500,000. It's there. It was there just so I could start a YouTube channel finally and stick with it. And as you can see, I did. Right to the left of the YouTube plaque, you can see a bottle of water with cucumber. I just wanted to, again, like build a better relationship with water. I'm really bad with hydrating myself. I know hydration is the thing that people focus on the most these days. I'm just really bad at it. I don't know how I can get better. I actually just made tea for myself. It's caramel rhubarb, I think, tea. But I want to build a better relationship with water, or I wanted to, and that's what the water bottle stands for. Right next to the water, I think I skipped that by mistake, but it's some skincare from The Ordinary. The reason why I put skincare there is I wanted to focus more on skincare this year than I did last year. I have been really good with my skin, but I feel like sometimes I'm a little negligent, and I wanted to focus on it a little bit more, and that's why I put the skincare there. They're pretty self-explanatory if you look at it, you know, it's whatever it means to you. Under the skincare, there's a Holy Bible. I just wanted to build my faith a little better this year, get a little better spiritually, just closer to God this year, and I think that's why I have the Bible there. And last but not the least, on the far right hand corner, right at the bottom, I had like a gym bag, gym equipment, water bottle, that sort of thing, just because, again, I wanted to build a better lifestyle for myself because I didn't like the way I was living, with self-care especially, and I just wanted to do that a little better, exercise, do more for my body so that it's beneficial for me, and that's why the gym was there. And that's everything. That is what my 2025 vision board looked like. There's a lot of things that might be relatable to you, especially money. We all love money. Maybe you don't, I don't know, but I do. I think living in BC, Vancouver, it's very expensive. Money's very important. You can never have enough in the city, and it was one of my biggest priorities last year to handle my finances better. So yeah, that's a big one. I think friends, family, relationships is another big one for everyone. So yeah, just do what your heart tells you to do, or go where your heart tells you to go, I guess. But yeah, that's my vision board. Now for the fun part, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what worked out for me and what didn't. We're gonna start off with relationships. I feel like that's an in-between. I didn't get to see my friends as much as I wanted to. We all had different schedules. As much as I love them, I don't think I did a good job like calling them, talking to them. We missed Thanksgiving, we missed Christmas. So it wasn't a very good year in terms of friends and relationships, although I'm just as close with them today as I am last year, or maybe even closer, because a lot of us, we've been friends for 10 years or more. So it is what it is, but I just wish I did a better job handling that this year. So that's one of the things that will actually be on my new vision board as well. I believe I do want to keep building a better relationship with my friends. For our second photo, traveling. I did do some traveling last year. I did not get on a flight, but we went to Kamloops for the first time. We visited Hope and Merritt last year, or this year. I'm just going to say last year to make it easier, which was a very fun road trip. We did a quick, like, 2 day, like a weekend getaway. Stayed at this like little ranch. I'll include a couple photos, but it was gorgeous. It was a very quick trip, but a very quality one. And yeah, I really enjoyed. So I feel like the airplane one was a success. I didn't want to spend as much money this year, because we're kind of, like, there's a lot of things going on. But yeah, I think that was a success. I can't recall going anywhere else, but we did do quite a bit of traveling this year. We had friends visiting. We went to visit them. My brother did some traveling. He went to see his friends in Edmonton. So as a family, we did travel quite a bit. Did I do as much traveling as I wanted to? Maybe not, but I feel like this year was still very eventful. So I'm happy with the airplane. I think the airplane was a success. Next one, the DJI. We all know the answer. I got the DJI. That's what I'm recording this on. I actually ended up purchasing it, I think it was in March or February of this year. So it's pretty fast. And it was one of those things that I knew I was going to get. They were just always sold out. I ended up getting it for a little higher than retail. But it was so worth it. I love it so much. I've taken it with me to a lot of places. I haven't used it in the past 6 months, but that's okay. I still love her. I think it's great quality. It's very convenient. So 10 out of 10. I think that one was very much a success. Our next picture is eating. Better relationship with food. I did try a couple different diets this past year, and I want to say that I've come to identify what works for me and what doesn't, although I'm still kind of trying to figure some of it out. I tried calorie counting, like going on a deficit, all of that stuff, just to figure out what I like and what I didn't like. And I think compared to 2024 and in early 2025, I can definitely say that I've built a better relationship with food than I had in the past, and so that's a success as well. The next one is a better feeling of a relationship, or I don't really know how to explain that picture. It's a very much like inside feeling, but I did get engaged last year. So there's a lot of planning and stuff going on. So a lot is happening. Okay, a lot is happening, and I think that one is a success too. Next one, our favorite, money. I think money is very much a success as well. By God's grace, I was able to move to a different position as well as get more hours when I was at my previous position. That actually allowed me to make more money than I did in the previous year, with bonuses included, more hours, overtime. I definitely made more money in 2025 than I did in 2024. Our next one is I'm going to go to the opposite side, and I'm going to do beauty. I think I did very well with skincare. This was a year of testing. So there's a video coming very soon for you guys where I'm going to review all of the skincare that I used throughout most of 2025 and some of 2024. I've been very hyper focused on Korean beauty. I've used multiple products, both viral and not, just trying to see what works the best for me. And I think it was a very successful year in terms of skincare. I don't know if my skin got any better. It does have quite some significant damage. That's honestly from my diet. My diet was pretty terrible, I can say. And just trying to make that better. And yeah, I think skincare was a success. Next, we're gonna talk about water. Water and I sadly still don't have a good relationship. I probably am having more water than I did in 2024, but it's not really a significant difference. I still struggle with having water, and it's almost like Jake Peralta, you know? Like, I drink a bottle of water maybe once in 2 days, 3 days. It's really bad. When I notice I drink a lot of water, when I don't, I can just go without drinking water, and it's scary. So that's going on my new 2026 list. Water is going to be one of my biggest priorities because it's a big one and it can ruin your life. So, something to note. Next one is YouTube. As you guys can see, I posted my first video in 2025, and it was one of those things that I've been wanting to do since I was 12. And I'm just glad I took that leap of faith and put it out there. Sadly, I've since then I haven't posted very many videos. I've posted shorts, but not like actual YouTube videos. And I recorded so many, so it's just a matter of putting it out there. And I will do it better in 2026. So it is a work in progress, but I think I just needed to take that first step, you know, like make the channel, post a video, and just keep it there. And I think that was a success. It's like an 85% success. Next one, the Bible. Once again, sadly, I don't think I built a better spiritual relationship this year than the last. With schedules, with everything going on in life, I can definitely say it should be better. And so that's another thing that I'm going to be focusing on in 2026. Gym or working out, physical exercise. I did get my first ever gym membership last year or this year. I had a gym open up near my house, and I actually got a yearly membership that I will not be canceling. I am still not a regular visitor, but as someone who's never been to a gym before and was not into physical, like, I love hiking, I love going on trails, love a nature walk, love doing all that, love like doing fun stuff that move your body, but I wasn't a gym girly. And I really want to be. I don't know if I'm a Pilates girly. Pilates is too hard. I don't think my little like jelly body can take it, but I think starting at the gym is a good step to just getting my body used to working out, or get my body used to moving. And so, yeah, I'm very excited to see how that's gonna go. I still need to build a schedule around it, but I think it was a great first step. So I'm very proud of myself for that. And yeah, I want to say that was also like a 60% of a success. I didn't talk about the boxes above. So, okay, so I wanted to do like UGC and stuff in 2025. Sadly, I was too busy to focus on social media. I did get some PR though, which I think is a big win compared to 2024. So I want to say, as much as I feel like I didn't gain enough followers, I didn't get enough subscribers. There are still brands that reach out, there are still brands that want to work with you. And I did receive some free products, I did some reviews, did some content for brands, got paid for content for brands. So I think it was a good year. I just need to work a lot harder to reach where I want to reach. But I think it was a great start. And I think 2026 is full of opportunities. Alrighty, now that we know exactly how my 2025 went, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to be planning for 2026. Our first step is to grab a notepad, grab your phone, grab your notes app. I'm just doing it on my iPad because my phone is getting charged on the side. But I basically have a little notepad that has a list of things that I want to add into my vision board, or the things that I want to prioritize on my vision board. Now, obviously, you don't want to cram a lot of things on there. So if you have, let's say, 25 items that you want to get through, I would suggest looking through them, find the ones that are most important to you. I would say a good number is anywhere between like 8 to 15 photos. It just depends on how crazy you want it to be. For me, I like it to be a lot less cluttered, so I'm going to make it even more saturated to the point where I'm just only focusing on things that matter to me the most. Um, We've got a lot of things on here, things that I talked about in the previous part of the video. So we have water intake, diet planning, workouts, money planning, a lot of that stuff. Social relationship, media, social media, wedding planning. Surprise, surprise, again. So we've got all of that included, as well as like self-care. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this all together and make it maybe a list of 15, and then I'm going to go to Pinterest. And honestly, it's just going to be easier for me to show you guys than just talk about it. So let me include a clip of what I do after I make my list. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Pinterest, just type in the aesthetic for the photo you're looking for. I started with water. Pinterest, as you know, can be super random, so you might have to specify exactly what you're looking for to find your preferred photo. For me, I searched for water, it didn't work. I tried to find some connecting photos or linked photos, but that didn't work either, so I had to add the word aesthetic. This usually helps to kind of help your focus shift to something a little bit more specific, like I said. And then once you have your preferred photo, you can just go ahead and download that to your gallery. That way, it'll be saved. You don't have to go to Pinterest. And I don't know. I just feel like that's the easiest way it works for me. And you kind of want to do that for all of the various things that you have on your list. Like I said, relationship, friendship, food, health, skincare, etc. And once you have all of your photos, you can maybe create an album just to make it easier to access them. I usually don't. I just leave them in my gallery because I don't really mind, and then I delete them after. But yeah, after that, let's just go to Canva and see what we do there. Canva has a lot of templates for vision boards as well as collages. I like to look through both of them to see which one works for me the best. I'm pretty sure the one I chose this year was a collage template because it was a lot cuter, could accommodate the number of photos I wanted to put in. You can kind of mix and match. Like I said, last year I did do multiple vision boards and then kind of pick the one that fit best for my lock screen. Now, whatever you're going to be using this for, just if you're setting it up as a wallpaper, you don't want it to be too chaotic. At least that's kind of how I look at it. So yeah, I just pick a template. You can even open a blank template or blank project and then start just randomly putting in your photos like I'm doing right here. Just do it your way. You can even find stickers in their elements section. I like to search for their free stickers. If you search up like scrapbook, um, and
watercolor, they do have some really cute stickers that I personally like to use. So you can take advantage of those and customize your vision board just how you want it. And honestly, if it makes you happy, that's the way you should do it.
All right, so now that you guys have seen what the process looks like, I hope you enjoyed that video. Um, and honestly, if you guys ever need more clarity, just post it in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer your questions or clear up any doubts that you have. In terms of editing apps, I always do it on Canva because it's the easiest. They also have cute stickers, filters, and stuff that you can look through if you want to change the visuals of anything, but you can use any app. I know there's a lot of apps that you can do it on. You can even do it on Instagram now because they have the cutout feature. So if you don't want to go ahead and download Canva just for this, you can just do it on Instagram and it's so much easier. I just wanted to end the video by saying that as someone who just started doing vision boards, obviously I'm not a professional. Obviously I haven't been doing this for a year, so please don't judge me for posting this. If you have comments, like I said earlier, just drop it in the comments. It's okay. And also, this is just a way I do things. This is the best way that works for me and for my brain. But thank you so much for watching. If you did last till the end of the video, thank you so much for watching this video. And I just want to wish you the happiest new year once again. And I hope all of your wishes for 2026 come true by the end of it. I'm not going to show you guys what my 2026 vision board looks like yet, but please look forward to it. I wish to be making this video at the end of every year now because I think it's just like a fun thing to do. Just sharing what I had on my vision board and just talking through what worked and what didn't. And I think it's a great way for me to put out there the things that I achieved, even the smallest things, right? I think it's still an achievement. For me, appreciation is something that I value a lot, even if it's for the smallest thing. And I think I'm the same. I will appreciate you for the smallest thing. So, yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much again and have a great rest of your day wherever you are and stay happy. Bye bye.